Hello and welcome to BallinCraig Estate. My name is Eddie and this is my vlog. Today is October the 16th and it's been a busy few weeks on the estate, on the farm. Because as you can see, look, we have our new shed. So we've cut a big hole into the side of the field here. So we've got quite a big ridge here now. And we've added a new shed. We have a new shed to store our equipment in, which is looking very snazzy, very new, and I like it a lot. I'm very happy to have this. And this now is where our tools and things get stored undercover outside. The other thing that's changed is that we moved the pallets out of the farm. We've actually got, because we've got the way we're going to work this field, we've got quite a nice little storage area for our pallets here. Which means we have a little bit more space around here. But the other thing is, those feeding towers are gone, which are completely and utterly useless to us. Long since disused. Those have gone. So we've got a little bit more space to move around the yard, which is fantastic. So it's absolutely brilliant. But as we are into mid-October, we do need to start looking at getting our winter crops in. This field here, this is the other thing. We got a nice new road going up here. So the road up here is being constructed. And it goes all the way up to field 10 because field 9 here is going to be it's going to be arable now. So field 10, we're all the way up to here. And this is field 10, which we've left as just grass all year. So yeah, all change on the estate, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy with all this. It has all worked really well. So we need to start working on getting our new fields set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by ploughing this field because this is one of our new arable fields. So we're going to get the John Deere out, and we're going to start our field creation with that. This, of course, is going to be an arable field, so we have this one to do, and we have field 9 to do as well. But I will get them done separately. Oh, I've left the lights on in the TW5. Let's turn those off. There we go. We don't want that. We are going to take our John Deere out here. So, and get that working. So, yeah, this is big. It is all change on the farm. We are moving along quite nicely. And I'm loving the alterations. They've worked out really well so far, so it's really quite nice. So we're looking at planting a winter wheat in our first field. Right, there we go. Let's get this hooked up. We seem to have left some furrows in our nice new mud. I'll have to sort that out later. I don't want to turn the plough. I want to put my plough into its transport position. There we go. Right. And away we go. So yeah, this has just worked out really nice and really lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. I'm loving the extra space from clearing out those bits that are useless to us. And I'm loving the new road. The new road is fantastic. That is going to make a big difference to us. Whoa. I think our plough's got caught on there. There are still issues, of course. This being one of them. Getting around here with a plough is not easy. I think I've got my tractor between the... Right, swing it round. Yeah. Swing back out. I think what we'll have to do, and one of the reasons why this field is going down to grass, is it makes it easier to manoeuvre into the other one. There we go. Right. Let's get ourselves round. Past this stubble. Away we go. Give ourselves a nice little bit of space. And fold our plough. Right, we want wheel into the field. Perfect. And away we go. So yeah, we are basically now just creating a nice new field in this grass. We could have possibly cut this once more this year for hay, but I need to get, before it's regrown, I need to get the stuff back in. I need to get the winter wheat in, so it wasn't really a possibility, unfortunately. But this is going to work nicely as an arable field. I think it's not too difficult a field to work, and as a result, it's gonna work well. I think. Right, that up. Right. Turn my plough. And reverse. So I get in the first furrow, and this is the reason why we have the wheel in field, because then you can put your wheel in the first furrow, and that then just lines everything up really nicely. And away we go again. It's coming along nicely. It's going to be a good change next year. I can feel that the farm is going to do well next year. It's going to just gonna head forward leaps and bounds. What's happened? I don't think we had it down properly. Looked like the plough was riding on the surface then. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. So keeping the first furrow, and yeah, that lines us up nicely. Good. And this tractor does do this plough really quite nicely. Works very well with it. But we end up with we're gonna have a nice big field here. It's not that much bigger than our other field, but losing the field to the road, or losing part of the field to the road, has meant that we need to expand a bit and make sure everything is working as it should, and try and maybe earn a little bit extra from it. So we needed this extra field, this extra bit of arable. Not that we're gonna massively need it, partly because we are doing the whole thing of adding more than just this field. We got our new field, which we've got a single silage harvest off. That will now go to arable, and field 9 will go to arable as well. The hill might be an interesting thing, but we'll see. I'm half tempted to only turn half of field 9 into arable, but we'll see how we go. I don't want to really cause big issues with the field. And I think it'll create a fairly small field if we just did the top half where the hill isn't. So yeah, but we're certainly going to turn all of this field into an arable. That's exactly what we're after. Leaving a bit of space for the headland, because we will go up and down the field. But it's one of the nice things about this is the length of the field. The long bit of the field is very nicely perpendicular to the slope. So from that point of view, it will work nicely. I don't like the. I don't fancy trying to unload a tractor at the far end, but it shouldn't be a problem because we rarely need to hire anybody for harvest here. Oh, wow, we've left a lot of grass there. Not quite in the first furrow, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So I'm not too worried about leaving a little bit of grass. I will probably go and tidy up actually after I finish field. But this kind of thing, you always end up with a little bit of grass. Alright, there we go. And away we go again. And yeah, make sure we stay in the first furrow. It all just falls into place. And you end up not with a strip of grass like that. Yeah, we're going to have to come back and plough that. Otherwise we're going to have grass in the middle of our crops. And I'd rather have crops, so... There we are. Nice straight lines. So yeah, I'm pleased with the alterations we've made to the farm. There's still a few more to go. We still have the shed, the old cow shed, outside the farm that needs doing, needs changing. So that's why the combine is still at the farm. Until that other shed is sorted, the combine can't winter over there. But that won't be too long now. That's their next job. They'll be back in the next few days for that. And then yeah, so the combine will then winter over there, and we'll probably winter a couple of other bits. So like the heron trailer, we only really use when we're doing harvest. So that can go over there, and things like that. I am looking at possibly building a grain store into that new area. Just so that we have somewhere we can store and sell at the best price. That is... Wow. We must have fallen out the first furrow quite early in that run. I'm talking and not concentrating on what I'm doing. Go. I don't want to knock my silage bales. Must be very careful of those. Kind of leaving them on here for now. Right, there we go. And down. And away we go again. There we are. Yeah, we seem to be a little bit further over when we come back, so I will just go and fix those in a bit. We're making good progress through this field, actually. I'm really pleased to be doing this. Is fantastic. We're expecting the silage bales to be collected in the next few days. That's why that's why in a few places you'll see some by the gates. Both this field has a few by the gates down there, and the other field, actually you can see in the distance there. There's a pile there by the gates as well. That's because those are going to be all loaded onto a lorry to take away. Which will make us a nice bit of money. I think each of those are worth about 1,500, and we've got what is it? 10 bales here. So that's 15,000 here, and we've got, I think, something like 16 bales up the top. So 26 bales roughly. And yeah, that will make us a pretty penny, that will. Yeah, 10 here, 16 up at the top. It's very good. I kept a few more back, just because I think we could do with them. I don't know what it is with going this way, but I seem to be much more. I seem to have a much easier time of not leaving any grass when I go when I'm going this way. I think it's because I'm further over. For some reason, going back this way, I'm much better at keeping the right wheel in the furrow than the left. That's alright. What we'll do is we'll drive back along those with the bonnet lined up in the middle, and that way we'll be absolutely sure we're going to get those pieces of grass. Which is, yeah, exactly what we need to do. So as I said, yeah, winter wheat's going in here. Winter wheat will probably go in one of our other fields as well. I fancy trying something else. I'm wondering if we might put in for some canola as well. Actually, canola pays quite well, so maybe having what we got 2, 3 fields. So we could do the 2 fields down this end, which are a similar size. We could do winter wheat in both of these, and then canola in our new field. Yeah, OSR, canola. And if I do that, actually, what I'll probably do is put oilseed radish in that far field. Give that, put that in over winter, and then come the spring when we come to plant the OSR, we will have a much bigger yield of it. So I think that's a very good way to go, actually. So our far field will put some OSR in, and then our 2 fields over here will put winter wheat in. And that should then give us plenty of bales. And also give us plenty of money. So if we do need to buy bales as well, we'll be able to. That was a much better run. Coming that way. Did leave a little bit, but fairly good. Initial run with the plough here, really, we're just trying to break up the ground, get rid of the grass ploughed up, and then go forward. Because the trouble is, we will find that we'll have a certain amount of contamination from the grass, but that's okay. It will be fine. I think we might even get this field finished in this vlog. That would be good. You guys can see field creation from beginning to end. Sure we get our furrow in. Yeah, there we go. Actually, a good line to have is the edge of the bonnet. Yeah, the edge of the bonnet along the side there. So that then gives us a really good line to work with, and if I'm just covering the grass with the bonnet, then I'm not going to get any tufts. Oh, many tufts. That of course didn't quite work. I knew the moment I said that was going to prove to be rubbish. Turn the plough. That's okay. We're doing our initial break of the soil. This has been a grass field for a very long time. But I wish to bring more money into the farm, and I can't do that if all I'm doing is the cows and the sheep. The price of milk is fluctuating too much for a start with the cows. I might sell some sheep towards the end of the year. Although we didn't have a huge number of lambs this year, so it's not. From that point of view, the sheep have not been very profitable. And there's not been a huge amount of wool from them either. So it's a bit... The sheep have been a bit of a drain this year. So we'll have to look into them a bit more. Make sure that they're all good and all healthy and fit and everything for next year. Definitely gets wider at this far end of this field. Small but noticeable is the thing about it. Especially as you come to the end of it and you're going, oh, we're quite thin at that end, but I've got quite a bit of field to go down here. That's, yeah. Almost there. Oh, left some grass tufts at the end. There we go. Down. And away we go again. Yeah, maybe that's better. Make sure that I completely cover it with the bonnet. Let the furrows control the tractor. You do that and it will work well. Right, that bit is a little bit of headland now, really. Be careful here. We're getting into the thinner parts of the field. It's alright doing these headland bits, but we're going to make sure that we stay on the straight and narrow with it. Yeah, so we'll make sure we completely cover the grass with this. And we are going to leave a tuft here because that's a little bit off kilter. Otherwise, I think we're alright. Go and turn. There we go. Very nice. Actually, I'm surprised we didn't leave any tufts at all on that run. That's very cool. That's the first properly clear run, I think, coming back that direction we've had. So that's really good. we will run along this headland as well when we come to do it. All in all, that seems to be running well. There we go. Quite a way up here, so as not to go into an area we don't want to go into. So that will have to be sorted when we come round the headlands. But then that's fully expected. I'm not surprised that I had to do that at all. I think we're gonna have some tufts. Yeah, or a tuft. Go down again. Yeah, working very nicely. That's just very cool. I've got to watch because I don't want to knock any of those bales. That would not be wise. There we go. Yeah, we're going to get the main body of the field done. I will get this finished off. Well, actually, we have enough time. We can go a little bit longer. Okay, yeah, we'll avoid those. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be... So we're going to head and do the headland next. Firstly, along this side. So we'll lift that up. I'm going to keep the wheel field in. Because then that gives me a nice even line to go along here. Like so. And we'll just go along here. And that should then take care of all the headlands along here. Yeah, that is doing that very nicely. And if there are any tufts of grass, I'll come back and sort them in a bit. Then there will be here. I don't think I restarted quite as far into the field as... Oh, yeah, it's restarted too far into the field, sorry. Right, and then we'll start from here. Get this headland done. This is where it's going to tax the tractor a bit. It's all good. It's all working as it should. Let's line that up. There we go. Down. Much faster downhill. Unsurprisingly. Quite a wide headland we got down here. One more run down the field, I think. Oh. Yeah. Normally like doing it with the 3, but let's just clean up this corner here. So again, do that just by that there and that along. And we need to go and do the same down the bottom, so we will turn our plough. Just so that we can get into that and clear that up. Don't know if that'll be wide enough to get all that. No. Right, we won't turn it. We'll just get this so it's square this corner off rather nicely. Like so. I forgot to turn my plough. Go. Right, so on returning up the field, what we'll do is we'll clean up one of these. And then we're going to do the headland at the other end. Yeah, just a few tufts of grass to clean up in the middle of the field. Half tempted actually looking at that route. We'll turn around, go back. We'll clean it all up. It'll be on that side of the furrows. Or of the grass, and that way it should get it all. There we go. So this is our first new field, pretty much created. Just that far headland to do. Should be able to do fairly quickly and fairly easily. Yeah, it's not very, it's not quite as deep as the other end. I want to leave space. I want to leave space so that we can work the, so we can get at the silage bales there. So I've got to be careful not to cut too far. Oh, that should do it. Yeah, and I kind of don't want a kink for this bit down here. So we're going to leave a little bit of a wider headland, or a wider bit at the top here than you probably normally would. It just makes it easier to handle. Go. Work the kinks out. Wow, this first bit is a little bit steep. But we made it. There we go. Struggling up the hill. There we go. We want one more pass, I think, and that will be it. Yeah, because this corner's pretty good. Go. Yeah, just a few little tufts that I'll go and clear up after I stop filming, I think. But there we go. Right. So that's where we're going to leave it today. I've enjoyed that. We have created a brand new field. We're going to get some winter wheat into it. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest from the farm, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.